Is the history of Northern Indian plains the history of entire India? While in school, I used to study about the Mauryas, the Guptas, the Harsha Empire, but seldom they used to stress on the history of the other empires in India. We had other great empires in India, many great empires rather in India, such as the Cholas, Pandyas, Cheras, Satvahanas, Hoysalas, Rajputs, Ganga Empire, then the Chalukya king, Pulakeshin II. I remember him very fondly that he had checked the Harshvardhana's incursions into the south. He had indeed defeated Harshvardhana, such a great warrior he was. And we were not about taught about these kings in our school classes. When we wanted to study, our teacher said, just skip off these parts. You can study them on their own. And I used to study about these marvelous figures in history. And I used to think why they are being forgotten. Aren't they a part of our civilization? Aren't they part of our history? A race which refuses to acknowledge its truth, its roots, is sooner or later going to be doomed. Hello, friends. My name is Amit Mahajan, and Vanakkam, welcome, Namaskaram to all of you. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Layman History and Geopolitics. So, friends, it's about basically how connected are we to our roots? Because if we are connected to our roots, we know about our history, our ancestry, our origins, then only we can be proud as a nation. When we talk about the Aryans, there are various theories where the Aryans came from, but the most accepted theory is that Aryans came from the steppes of uh, Asia, Central Asia, or maybe from Europe also. And when they came into India, they pushed the original inhabitants of India further south. So, in this sense, Aryans, all the Mauryans, Guptas, Harshvardhana, all these greatest empires in Indian history, which we were taught about, are basically not so Indian empires. So, which are the Indian empires? Who are the sons of the soil? The sons of the soil are the people. Our true history has to be about the people who are the true inhabitants of India. It has to be about the Dravidian culture, Dravidian history. It has to be about the people who inhabit the states, today's states of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Andhra, and Kerala. See, I used to very fondly remember study about Rajaraj Chol, Rajendra Chol. In my earlier episode, I've spoken about Rajendra Chol, how he carried forward the legacy of his father, how he conquered territories beyond his dominions, even conquered northern India, expanded to Southeast Asia. Such were his feats. Today, I would throw a bit of light, which I think is very good on my part. The history of Tamil Nadu is incomplete actually if we do not talk about the Pandya Empire, the Pandyan kings. See, the Pandyan kings are the longest running dynasty in the entire world. They started ruling from 4th century BC and ruled till 1749 AD CE. Such a long history the Pandyan Empire has. The Pandyan Empire was established by Kadungan in the 6th century CE. Before him, also, there was Pandya rule in the southern Tamil Nadu region. Basically, their rule extended from Padanikoti in the north to the Indian Ocean in the south, Ramnathpuram in the east, to Dindigul in the west. So that was basically the Pandya Empire in the very beginning, Pandya dynasty in the very beginning. During their age, they are credited with holding of three Sangamas in their capital Madurai. And as we all know, Sangamas were basically the place where the great poets and scholars sat together and wrote literature in Tamil language. They composed poems. And to their credit, it is known that even 40 women participated in these Sangamas. There were 40 women poets in these Sangamas. Though we don't have very much knowledge about the Sangamas, but still it is a big figure. It tells that the society in Tamil Nadu was gender neutral. They respected all genders, whether males or females, and females too had equal rights to men. So coming back to the historical part of it, 6th century CE Kanungon established Pandya dynasty, Pandya Empire rather. During his time, Shivite Alvars and Shivite Nayanars and Vaishnavite Alvars were taking on the Bhakti movement in the southern India, basically in the Tamil Nadu parts, and sung compositions to Lord Shiva and Lord Perumal. Now, coming to the next part of it, there was a bit of an eclipse in the Pandya Empire because the Chola power had increased, and it was during the reign of Sundar Pandya and his son, just a moment, Kulasekaran Pandya, that the Pandya Empire rose to its zenith. From 1215 CE to 1345 CE, Pandya Empire was the most prominent power in entire Southeast Asia. When I talk about Sundar Pandya, what happens is how he comes to the throne. His brother dies, and how his brother dies? His brother dies as the Chola king, Kathulunga Chol III, had attacked the Pandya territories, taken over Madurai, and plundered whole of Madurai. And basically, what he had done was that he had burned the sacred ancient coronation hall of the Pandya kings, where the Pandya kings were anointed as the kings. So what does Sundar Pandya do? Sundar Pandya, as he comes to the throne, he ascends the throne, he collects all his armies, marches on Thanjavur, the Chola capital. Kaluthunga Chol abdicates the throne, runs away along with his heir apparent. And in the coronation hall of the Cholas, Sundar Chol conducts his Veera Abhishek. That's a Hindu ceremony. Veera Abhishek he conducts in the Chola capital Thanjavur. Then he proceeds to Chidambaran, gets his Tula Dan done around there. He made an alliance with the Kaduvas, checked the foreign invasions, and after him comes the time of Kulasekaran Pandya. Now, this Kulasekaran Pandya was a great person, a great warrior. He he defeated the Hoysala kingdoms. Hoysala kingdom lost its territories in Tamil Nadu during his reign. The Cholas were finally decimated during his reign. They ceased to exist as a dynasty in South India. And he even made a war with the Sri Lankans. He attacked Jaffna, some fort around there, plundered its wealth, and even brought the relic of Buddha, the tooth of Buddha, from there. And the king of Sri Lanka had to send his son to the court of Kulasekara Pandya and ask for clemency. And for 20 years after that, Jaffna remained under the control of Kulasekara Pandya. Such was the power of the Pandyas. After that, after his death, there was war of succession between his sons, and that eventually led to the decline of the Pandyan Empire, though it ceased to exist in some form or another as a dynasty till 1749. Such was the power of the Pandyas, the Pandyan Empire. That was all from me for today. I hope you liked my presentation. My name is Amit Mahajan, and I request all of you to subscribe my YouTube channel, Layman History and Geopolitics. Thank you.